How's it going, guys? My name is Luis, and did you guys hear the news with Xbox One X? The thing can run games at 6K resolution now, not 4K, 6K. That's pretty darn impressive.
Welcome to the good life.
Although, for some clarification, this has only been confirmed with Titanfall 2 so far, which isn't the most graphically intensive game, but definitely isn't the lowest taxing one either. Respawn Entertainment, who worked on Titanfall 2, recently stated that the game can not only hit 4K resolution natively on Xbox One X, but at times can even run well above 4K resolution. Quote, "This quote will come back to haunt me, I'm sure, but there were times on War games last time I was testing where it was rendering at somewhere around 3200p, around 6K resolution internally. The internal renderer resolution is dictated by the GPU load, so obviously there's no guarantees as to how often it renders at particular resolutions, but essentially we're using 100% of the GPU all the time." Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, also went on to comment on the statement by saying, "Give developers the best tools and platforms we can, don't dictate creative or tech decisions, good things will happen, trust." So while the Xbox One X can't hit 6K all the time on Titanfall 2, it can do it some of the time, so most likely we'll get some sort of dynamic resolution between native 4K and 6K where it downsamples anything above 4K resolution to a 4K screen, which is still pretty impressive. Now, will this make me pick up an Xbox One X at launch if I'm the average consumer? Probably not, but it gives me hope for the graphical fidelity that the console is capable of in the future with newer titles and upcoming titles. I also want to give a shout out and reference over to Digital Foundry, who tested a lot of the games that were running on Xbox One X's show stage or E3 press conference and pretty much detailed whether they were running at native 4K or anything lower. Digital Foundry found that a lot of the third-party games shown up at the Microsoft E3 stage, like Assassin's Creed Origins and Anthem, were running at above 1080p but being upscaled to native 4K using the checkerboard method that the PS4 Pro uses. Now this got me a little bit worried just because up to this point Microsoft's messaging with the Xbox One X is no compromises, true 4K, nothing like the PS4 Pro, and outside of games like Forza, Super Lucky Tales, and Minecraft, that doesn't really seem to be the case. Although I'm not doubting the Xbox One X will most likely run all third-party games better than PS4 Pro, that doesn't hinder the question that they're not always hitting native 4K as they're pretty much stating to the customer. They're using an upscaler just like the PS4 Pro, but images still look a little bit better. Actually, since we were on the topic of Super Lucky Tales, Digital Foundry also found out that that game is having frame rate issues in certain areas with fire effects. That was interesting to hear because I remember hearing that Yooka-Laylee on Xbox One and One S was also having issues whenever there was any alpha fireball effects in the stages, where it would hit somewhere between 20 frames or lower on the system. It's a lot of interesting information to take in with a new console coming out this year. For one, it gives me hope that this can be a really impressive machine for future third-party games when I hear about games like Titanfall 2. But it also makes me a bit weary of how honest the true 4K messaging has been so far. Of course, none of these games are completely done yet outside of Titanfall 2 and can be improved upon in the future, but it's still something to keep in mind if you're on the fence of buying the Xbox One X. But as always, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this news, so let me know in the comment section down below. I'm especially interested to hear whether you own an Xbox One already or not, and if you're on the fence about buying a One X, does this persuade you to get one? Does this persuade you not to get one? Let me know in the comment section down below. And before I go, I want to announce that I'm actually going to be at Anime Expo this coming weekend, at least this weekend after I upload this video. I'm also going to be at D23 and San Diego Comic-Con in July, so if you're in the area, you're at the conventions, and you see me, be sure to say hi. Thank you all very much for watching, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.